Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I'm George. We're all George. So, welcome to another market open stream. We got more big events coming up, not only for Bitcoin, but for one crypto project, Solana. There's a huge decision today. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about everything else that's going on today. And with the market open, there should be this very important economic data that should be releasing. So let's talk about it. All right, let's do this. Welcome, guys. Good morning. We're starting out the day with Bitcoin at 103.2 and looks like it is recovering, and it could be because of that one big economic data. Let's see if it released. Wall Street this morning is kind of mixed. I don't see it yet, but the big thing that people are looking for today, which should be out now, is the jobless claims. All right, so this is measuring unemployment from last week, and it looks like, well, it did come out. It's a little bit worse than expected, which in this bizarre world is actually a good thing. So the forecast for jobless claims last week is 221,000. It looks like it just came out 223,000. So we had 2,000 more than expected, which is a bad thing. But because we're in a bizarre world and people are looking for rate cuts and lower inflation, this bad news is probably actually good. And that will probably make Wall Street go up today because people like to see bad economic news. And look at that. And Bitcoin is starting to rise up because of it, right? So again, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks that we're living in this time where bad economic data is causing markets to rise and good economic data is causing markets to go down. But it is what it is because that's how Wall Street is right now. Because this year, many want to see a lot of rate cuts, and the better the economic data shows, the less chance of the rate cuts happening, which is why we're seeing what we're seeing. Yeah, okay, so we got our very first piece of news. I'm surprised not plastered on the front page of CNBC, but it looks like we already got our numbers. So it came in a little bit worse than expected, which is a good thing. Anyways, moving on from that, what else is going on in the Bitcoin world? Well, a whole lot of the same, but that's a good thing. ETFs, yesterday, BlackRock, I reported last night, BlackRock the day before had like 600 million inflow, right? And now the tally for yesterday came out and it's 344, which is still huge. So we had 5 consecutive massive inflow days. And like I've been saying, it's not going to stop. It's never going to stop, right? All you have to do is pay attention to what's going on and look at what the whales are doing and institutions are doing, and you know the direction we're going. These guys are not buying billions of Bitcoin for nothing. And even when they panic sell, like the weeks before, you can see these reds. What ends up happening is they buy back at a higher price. So the net inflow keeps on increasing. It may temporarily decrease, but then the inflows start increasing again. And that is why the ETFs now hold like 6% of the supply. Okay, and that's only after 1 year. And you add sailors in there, you're coming close to 10% of the supply gone already, and that happened all within 1 year. So just do the math. And every bank is also, getting involved still, saying good things. Besides Jamie Dimon, who was just interviewed at Davos, and he just said he doesn't care about Bitcoin. Every other CEO of every other major bank is giving praise. Here's a good one. Bitcoin is not a threat to the dollar, which is good, right? And I think by now we know this. No one thinks Bitcoin is a threat to the dollar, but Bitcoin is a phenomenal store of value. It's still a great medium exchange, and it's the best hedge against inflation that we have. And this is all on top of the most decentralized and secure network on the planet. So yeah. But you know, every CEO of every major bank is coming around because they have really no choice, either to embrace or to die. That's really what it comes down to, right? RFK, the new health minister of Trump. I don't know if that's the right term, but he's tasked to look at a lot of the health initiatives in the U.S. And it turns out he holds anywhere between $1 to $5 million worth of Bitcoin. Okay. He's a big Bitcoin guy. He has spoken very highly of Bitcoin. Not only that, he has like Mara stock in here as well, but it doesn't seem like it's a whole lot. But basically, you know, he's putting, he's putting up basically, like he's showing that, yeah, I'm not just talking about it. I hold it. He's a millionaire in Bitcoin. That's for sure. So that's awesome. And what else is awesome is you continue to have other companies, not just in the US, around the world, that continue to load up in DCA. This is all thanks to Saylor, who has started this phenomenon of just buying Bitcoin and issuing debt, and buying Bitcoin, issuing debt, and buying Bitcoin among public trade companies. And now there's a second company in Japan, not even Metaplanet, another one called Remixpoint, that's been loading up. And not just Bitcoin, but also XRP. They have 447 Bitcoin and 802,000 XRP, and they continue to load up on both. So it's not just Bitcoin. Look at that. Look at that spike up, right? Again, I've been saying this. Wall Street is very, very reactionary. You would think they would be more like, they have more foresight. Sometimes they don't. They just react just like retail investors. And now they're reacting to the good, or bad, I should say, jobless claims. And that's why we're seeing this, which is, you know, they should have never sold off in the first place. What was the point of that? Anyways, moving forward, whale activity has been picking up all week. Okay, and again, it's not going to stop. Realized cap hits 832 billion as 100K inflows begin to slow, but still we are going to head a lot higher. Okay, you just got to read the room. Everything is getting more bullish. Everything is getting better. And we're just starting out this year. And even if you're looking at a chart perspective, it looks like we're stepping upwards. We have these periods of consolidation, and they kind of suck until they don't, because then we make the next huge leg up. And I do believe we are right at the cusp of that. I do believe we may not be heading to 150,000 right away, but I do believe we're just like, we're days away from breaking out of our current range and heading higher. Yep, can't wait for that to happen. And I know you guys are looking forward to it. I know a lot of you guys keep saying, well, why are we not going higher? You know, I know it's boring sometimes, but you can't be complaining when Bitcoin is at 104,000. You really can't. What else is there? Outside of Bitcoin, CME, last night, I reported at CME, I was thinking about listing XRP and Solana futures. And now they're backtracking that because they said, oh, you know, they're just testing some things here and there. They were not supposed to reveal that. That was a total accident. Maybe someone, you know, intern or something, clicked something and released it. But that was not supposed to happen. But you know it's going to happen. We already have Bitcoin and ETH futures. And we're soon going to have XRP and Solana ETF. So futures is going to come. But I think according to regulation, they can't do that because they're probably, they don't want to be known as like, you know, pumpers of, I guess, XRP and Solana. But you know it's coming. And speaking of Solana, there is a major event today, and that is Grayscale's conversion of their Solana trust. Okay. We know that a lot of ETF filings have been filed, but Solana has been pending for a while. So Grayscale's conversion, the decision is today, and in a couple of days, you have a decision on Bitwise and X and a few others, right? But the SEC may just approve all of them. They have done this before for like Ethereum, for example, and Bitcoin, where rather than wait to address one of them or another one one after another, they would just approve all of them. So either one of three things going to happen. They're going to approve, and Solana's going to start pumping. They're going to delay it and ask for more feedback, or they could just outright deny. So it could be the third two. They could just deny it, but you know, the appetite's there. You got a new acting SEC chair, and a whole new, basically, administration. The chance of this could be quite high. Quite high. Before, it was low, but now it could be quite high. And you know that XRP's ETF is being looked at, and then you got a whole lot of others too, right? I think we're going to get a lot more ETFs this year, for sure. A lot more institutional money coming in. But here's something awesome for Solana, because the first chain in history to break 200 billion in monthly Dex volume. First chain in history. That means it's even more than ETH. At the peak of ETH in 2021 and earlier in 2024 and now, it has never, ever come close to this. This shows you how much volume Solana has. And those people complaining, well, Solana goes down and stuff. It's because it has like 100 times more volume than anyone else. That's why it goes through these things. A lot of chains, if they had even a fraction of this volume, they would have crashed a long time ago, right? So fundamentals of Solana is still great. Now you could argue, well, most of that is from, you know, memes and stuff, but still, it's something. And Sui also, which actually has been taking a break recently, also has huge Dex volume. You know, a fraction of what Solana has. But again, 10 billion monthly Dex volumes, second in a row, is a lot more than a lot of other chains. Major chains that you think would have huge volume, and they don't. Mm-hmm. They're what I consider ghost chains. They're huge in market cap, but they have basically nothing in terms of Dex volume or TVL or any of the metrics that show growth, right? So Sui also doing very, very well. And many others are doing very well too. That's pretty much it. I just want to cover this because I am using Bitunix quite a lot, and I saw this come out because they are a foreign exchange. A lot of people always wonder, well, you know, how do I do a fiat on-ramp with foreign exchanges? Well, it looks like Bitunix thought about that, and they added on-ramp or payment solution. So now people can buy crypto using credit cards and debit cards and bank accounts and stuff like that. So you can actually fiat on-ramp if you want. But most of the foreign exchanges are just crypto-based only, and that's okay. If you're in the US, you can on-ramp with like an American exchange like Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini, and then you could transfer over. But just want to share that. I do use Bitunix quite a lot, and they're really good. All right, that's it. And Bitcoin is still pumping, 105. So we're about the same levels yesterday. I mean, actually a little bit higher than most of yesterday because we got up to about 107 before it started coming down. We're at 105, and we may keep on going. You know, the funny thing is, sentiment seems to like change really rapidly. Like yesterday, last night, looked like it was getting a little bearish. But, you know, what we need to keep in mind is 105 is only 4,000 points away from all-time high. So it's not like we went down 20% or something. We are literally 4,000 points, less than 4,000 points away from breaking all-time high. So that's kind of like, you know, that's the funny thing with crypto. Just a little bit, a little boost gets us back up there. And then you got XRP back to 315. It fell down to about 303, and now it's up to 315. So Solana coming back up. Yesterday had a good climb above 270, came back down a little bit to 240. Now it's back up to 250s. I just got done talking about Sui going up to 446. You got Chainlink also. Chainlink was particularly hot yesterday, up above 27. Now you can see that big rise up, 25.5. And you got many others. That's all coming up. We're still going, 105.5. Yeah, it's looking good. All right, let's do some Q&A. Looks like people are saying Loomis is about to announce something in 13 minutes. If that Bitcoin reserve announcement is happening, it's going to be absolutely huge. We got 12 minutes for this. Look at that. Look at that God candle. Now we are only 3,000 points, $3,000 away from all-time high. I mean, we briefly touched upon it. So, I mean, our previous high was really like 108. So, we're like really, 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 really close. $33 minutes ago, and then this. The only thing she's been working on is the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. So is she going to be announcing that they're going to start that, or it's been signed as an executive order? I don't know what, but I don't even know if it's something that Congress needs to approve, or Trump himself could do it, because if he already signed it, or he's about to, and, you know, it puts in the plan of 5% being bought over the next 3 years by the United States, that's so massive. I've been talking about it for so long, but that's so massive, and people underestimate that. Richie said, I sold my house for Trump coin. You know what? Let's do a Trump coin update. Down 11%. But still above 7. Did you see Render CEO tweet with NVIDIA? No, I did not. Last night was manipulation. Yeah, I mean, there was absolutely zero reason for Bitcoin to sell off down like that, other than to just drive people out again. I do think a lot of it was Wall Street, again, anticipating the jobless claims, because that has a big effect now on markets. And jobless claim came out a little bit worse than expected, which is good. You think she's like just tweeting, or she's gonna be like hosting a press conference? Yeah. Everything's up today. Everything's up. I don't know why I like when they're removing that. MicroStrategy's up. Coinbase is up. Robinhood is up. I have no idea where she's going to announce this. Trump coin reserve coming. How funny would that be if, along with the announcement, was Bitcoin and Trump coin were going to be added into strategic reserve? That would be, I don't know how people react to that. Oh man, that would be hilarious if that was announced. She's like, yeah, we're going to put Bitcoin in strategic reserve. Oh, by the way, we're going to start putting Trump coin in there too. uh, would you be 50, World of Elliot, would you be 50-50 Jupiter, Ray, or all in one? You know what? I think 50-50 is good. Radium is doing its own thing. I heard its derivative trading is a lot better. And, you know, they're still the biggest DEX. I mean, on Solana. Jupiter is a DEX aggregator and uses Radium. So I would say 50-50. Could be good. I don't know if you guys saw. I told you guys to follow CryptosRUs on X. It's like the best place now, right? You don't need to follow anyone else on Twitter. You just follow me on Twitter. I guarantee you this is the best account to be following. We have all the major breaking news. We have all the interviews and videos and everything that you would want to see. And we're so good now. I mean, look at it. Everything. We're so good now that Sailor is stealing our logo, our pictures. Or his staff is. I mean, we posted this. Someone on my team posted this and created it. You know, it would have been nice if he just retweeted it. But no, he just like copied it and put it in his thing. But it's okay. It's Sailor. But it would have been nice. But anyways, yeah, you guys should follow it. I mean, the account is growing by leaps and bounds. Really, if you want all the latest information, charts, clips of me, you know, just random clips, ETF filings, like literally everything, BlackRock holding. I saw even shoot, I don't remember where it is now. Yeah, you guys all need to follow, and it's in the description. A lot of people always ask for links and stuff. Like, where are your links at? I mean, it's in the description of the video. Was the kidnapping in Paris a real story? You know, I read it was, and then he got released like within days. I don't know what they did, but I heard it was real. First heard that Ledger's co-founder, his kidnapping was a hoax, and then it turned out to be real, and then it turned out to be something that he got released right away from. So I don't know. I don't know. Imagine the announcement is a Loomis coin. Stop it. If there's one more politician that launches a coin, I swear to God, I will be launching right after him. She should be posting a link of where this announcement is. Yeah, I got 2 more minutes. We don't need a Newsom coin. When the timing is right, I will release a meme. And I will make sure that it does not rug. And I will hold the vast majority of the supply, and I'll give out the remaining. It's gonna be the best meme coin ever created. All right. So what's the announcement? Of course, Charlie is going to be on Solana, man. You can't launch a meme on any other chain besides Solana. It's going to be so hot that it's going to crash Solana again. It's going to be even bigger than Trump coin. All right. Well, it's 10 o'clock. So are we going to get something here? Wait, what just happened? What the hell just happened? All her tweets disappeared. Oh no, here we go. Dan, thank you for all the memberships. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to go to CNBC or what. Like, is there some kind of announcement somewhere? Let me see. Let me check out. Let me check out something. There's some CNBC marathon that's going on. They're just playing something, and there's only 100 people watching it. I don't see anything else going on here. All right, let's do Davos, NBC. I don't see anything. I don't see anything unless you guys see something. I don't see anything right now. I mean, wouldn't it make sense like she would tweet it out? It's probably like the time difference, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, so it's not now. But it doesn't matter. At the very least, we're getting a good pump. That's what she said. Yeah, that's it. I guess we have to wait. But in the meantime, you know, I think we all know what it's about. The launch of the Loomis coin. Just kidding. It's going to be about Bitcoin and something about the strategic reserve. That is why Bitcoin is now pumping up huge. It would be hilarious though. She went and did an interview, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be announcing my Loomis coin." That would be the most hilarious thing ever. Oh man, Akanda, thank you. All right, guys. I think that's it. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, today's a good day now. I think Wall Street is now buying back because of the bad economic data, and you know we got this big announcement that's coming. You know, I think it's just gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So strap on and get ready. Here's the CA. I just can't picture it. You know, she interviews with whoever, Andy Sorkin or whatever, and then he's like, "So what's the big news?" And then like she's like, "Yeah, I'm here to announce a Loomis coin." And then like this contract address shows up on the bottom of the screen. That would be, I just can't. I can't. That would be. I don't know what would happen to the world if that happened. All right. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I didn't do DCA last night. I'm going to do it tonight, so it's going to be good. All right. Have a good one. Take care.